Oh no, is that a thing going on here? York, no, you can't leave me! You have Zack, you don't need a woman! Oh dear. Normal worm bait, oh yeah. Turkey sandwich? That looks nothing like a turkey sandwich. What the fuck is that black thing? Anything black in your sandwich is not really good. Galaxy of the Terror.
I had a good time tonight. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
York.
Yes?
Yes.
He sounds really uninterested.
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
Lie about what?
I won't. Don't worry. I won't.
This theme sounds very similar to one from Metal Gear Solid 2. Saw it near the end. Or when Jack was Raiden was talking to his girlfriend. Now where the fuck is my car? My car, please. That's not my car. Might as well go get that card thing up there. Record player? You got record player! Thank you very much for that. Extra bonus. Woohoo! It seems like my car is not here. Don't tell me it's back at the police station. Oh, I better not be back to the last place I was at. The art gallery. With all the trees! And I can't see again. Right, might as well head back to the other place. I don't think I've got anywhere to go. Or get any upgrades yet. I think I need to wait for the chapter to sort of end before I can do that. Oh, this is so slow! How I missed my car already? I mean, that was a beast.
Zack, we can take a rest if you're tired.
Well, I don't know. I need to check my stats to see if I'm tired or not. Well, at least we go this way. Well, we have to... Oh, I thought the game crashed there. I thought, fuck you, game. I can't believe it's just still like that. I thought it actually did crash. No. Oh, I was gonna knock over the fucking cone. Country ham. Country ham will satisfy a moderate amount of your hunger. Made from the beefiest of cows. Hey, they're not circle at all. They're pentagon shaped.
Zack, let's go over our progress.
If I can remember this.
Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house. Nick and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim. The third victim, Diane, was strung up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes. Do you remember what that was, Zack?
That one?
That's right. Diane was still alive. This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed. Which means the criminal was still close by. It was someone near the scene. There are two possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance, and one other. Zach, who was the other person in the gallery?
It was Kason.
That's right, Kason. We followed Willie, good dog, all the way to him. Kason's statement came out as follows. He and Diane were in a physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery. The two were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shut Kason up in the basement. Now, what did Kason hear when he was locked up?
Footsteps.
That's it. The sound of boots passing by. Nick was wearing boots that day. Which means it was likely that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued verbally with Diane about her playing around with men, but they eventually decided to go out drinking to make up. However, immediately after that, Nick was attacked by someone in the entrance hall and knocked unconscious. We saw the rest.
Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
No.
Me too. Asha sent in a report too. He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach. This confirms her as a victim of the Raincoat Killer.
Yay!
Remaining leads. There's the locket, which is in Carol's possession. The man with the tattooed back, and the upside-down peace sign. There's a lot left to answer. I hope the coffee will give us more guidance tomorrow.
Maybe. Probably will.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out? I was surprised. It's the end of a monarchy.
And he called me York instead of Agent Morgan.
Now, who is that? It better not be the fucking Raincoat Killer. Give me a little visit. Hey, MLE!
What's going on? Do you know what time it is?
I'm sorry. I couldn't sleep, so I was drinking alone.
Oh? Now, JammyONE, you have to be a gentleman
My
at
mother
this.
was a very kind woman. She always smiled so brightly. Baked cakes and cookies every day.
There's that fucking tune again.
She'd say that I needed the sugar because I spent so much time thinking. My father was always quiet. We never talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me. And he was hardly ever at home.
Hey, you two have something in common.
The only words he ever had for me were harsh ones. I had a vivid imagination, and I remember he once said this to me. There are plenty of crazy things in this world. You don't have to go dreaming them up. And it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use criminal profiling to catch bad guys. And so now I'm doing exactly the same job that he did. Like father, like son.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah?
Shoot.
Mind if it's something personal?
Go for it.
Fire away.
Who's Zach?
Ah!
Zach is,
Oh, so you do have friends.
One in my head.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
Yep.
What kind of person is he then?
Do I get to choose?
Well, I've never seen his face, but he's always with me.
You know,
We
you
discuss
sound
everything.
crazy!
When did you become friends?
A long time ago. Back when I was a child.
And I was a pyromaniac. Well, I am a pyromaniac, actually. Is that supposed to be York? No? What?
I was 7. I woke up one morning to hear my mother crying in the living room. This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her. My father was there pointing a gun at my mother. I was so scared. I closed my eyes, so I don't remember much more. But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love. When I came back to my senses, they were both dead. He shot my mother and then killed himself.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends.
I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this together. Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to make me calmer. And here we are, working together, getting through things.
This is the first time I've ever told anyone about this. I wonder if Zach will get angry.
That's a sad story. But I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm sure there was a reason for what your father did.
I know. I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.